Isaiah 45. Thus saith the Lord, the Holy One of Israel, and his Maker. Ask me of things to come concerning my sons and concerning the work of my hands. Command ye me. Thus saith the Lord, the Holy One of Israel, and his Maker. Ask me of things to come concerning my sons and concerning the work of my hands. Command ye me. Command ye me. Thus saith the Lord, the Holy One of Israel, and his Maker. This is speaking of Cyrus, the one that God chose to rebuild his temple and chose to save. Are you going to ask God, ask me of things to come concerning my sons and concerning the work of my hands? Command ye me. Command ye me. Thus saith the Lord, the Holy One of Israel, and his Maker, and Cyrus's Maker. Ask me of things to come concerning my sons and concerning the work of my hands. Command ye me. Command ye me. So when the Arminian says, the work of God and what God does, this is the potter and the clay. This is what Isaiah means. Woe unto him that striveth with his maker. Let the potsherd. I'll say it a bit in an Irish accent. Maybe I can get this to happen. Woe unto him that striveth with his maker. Let the potsherd strive with the potsherds of the earth. What a strange statement. Let the potsherd strive with the potsherds of the earth. Let the potsherds strive with the potsherds of the earth. He's calling you a bunch of pots on the ground because you see, you're blind and you can't see. You can't see anything because you're spiritually blind. And that's the problem, is anybody that's been born again and is given eyes to see, they'll be able to see this. And that's the whole thing. If your eyes are blinded and you can't see it, then I would be basically having to preach until I'm blue in the face. You would never get it because you're spiritually blind. Spiritually blind. I am the Lord and there is none else. There is no God besides me. I girded thee, though thou hast not known me. Thou hast not known me. I am the Lord, and there is none else. There is no God beside me. I girded thee, though thou hast not known me. This is the Lord speaking to Cyrus. Thus saith the Lord to his anointed, to Cyrus, whose right hand I have holden. I have holden to subdue nations. He took him by the hand. He took Cyrus by the hand to the promised land. He took Cyrus to the land, to the promised land. He took Cyrus to the land, to the promised land. Glory, hallelujah. Jesus chose Cyrus. So he took Cyrus by the right hand to subdue nations. And here it is. And even if our gospel is veiled, it is veiled to those who are perishing. The God of this age has blinded the minds of unbelievers so that they cannot see the light of the gospel of the glory of Christ, who works in the image, who is the image of God. See, right here, it shows you that all the preaching in the world, they're going to obfuscate what they see, obfuscate it. So when you look at this, for the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, they'll obfuscate. But after their own lust shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears, and they shall turn away their ears from the truth and shall be turned to fables. I like it. Oh, it's doing Irish. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lusts shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears, and they shall turn away their ears from the truth and shall be turned to fables. So when they read it, they don't read it straight. They try to find out ways to play twister with it. They play twister with it because they know if they read it straight out, they'd get it. In him was life, and that life was the light of men. The, the cross was lifted up, and it was a light shown to all men. Everybody in the world saw the light. It's plain to see. And the light shineth in the darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not. You see, Jesus is the light that shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not comprehended it. That is the way that is interpreted. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The same was with God in the beginning, or the same was in the beginning with God. All things were made by him, and nothing without him was not anything made. Next slide. Uh, that light, that was the true light, which lighteth every man that cometh into the world. You see, that true light that lighteth every man, the light went out all over the whole world, but only so many people saw it. So that true light that was coming into the world shined in the darkness, but the darkness did not understand it. He was in the world, and the world was made by him, and the world knew him not. In him was life, and that life was the light of men, and the light shineth in the darkness, and the darkness has comprehended it not. So I'm going to go on, but I'm really preaching this and teaching this to make it clear that maybe through the words that I speak, you will see the power of God. For I am not ashamed of the gospel, because it is the power of God that brings salvation to everyone who believes, first to the Jew, then to the Gentile. For it is in the gospel the righteousness of God is revealed, a righteousness that is by faith from first to the last, just as it is written, the righteous shall live, or will live, by faith. And this is what this is all about. And I'll be teaching more about the obvious true gospel. Abraham believed God, and it was credited to him for righteousness. Where Abraham is our father in the faith, and righteousness is only accredited to us because we believe. Thank you. Good night.